Well, good morning YouTube, and welcome along to another episode of Silver Fox Travels. It's now well into November. In fact, today is the 24th, and it's not very long now before we're at the end of the month. And of course we're almost at the end of the biking season, if we're not already there. I am taking advantage of a dry spell that we're having just at the moment. These last few days it's been almost biblical in the amount of rain we've had, but today's not too bad so far. The forecast is for rain later on, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to go out and go get some lunch somewhere and just generally enjoy a bit of a ride out. My initial plan today was to go to the Route 59 calf, or a new calf at Craco, which I thought I'd give a try. But as it's Thursday, they're both shut. So I'm heading for Leithley. Leithley Farm Shop calf, here I come. They're always good for a nice lunch there anyway, so why not? Besides, looking at that weather up ahead, I think just a short ride out today might not be such a bad idea. I have a feeling it's going to get wet. Could well be a case of waterproofs on the way back. We'll see. Had some great fun riding with Ainsworth Ryder and John Pawson recently when we went all round the bottom part of the Dales. That was a smashing day out. And when James suggested that we go and have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea at an Old Naked Man, I was beginning to wonder what he was talking about. I was really pleased to see it was just a cafe. I think as we are getting towards the back end of the season now, I'm going to start digging out the maps and ideas for places to go to. I know I mentioned this before, but I want to have a proper look around the Yorkshire Moors as well as the Dales, maybe even the Lake District next year. Oh, here's a thought. How about a trip to Ireland? Now that there's an idea. Just getting across the water. I don't have very good sea legs, I'm afraid. I suppose I could always, I don't know, fly across and then hire a bike when I get there. What would that cost? Ooh, what would be cheap? All ideas to play with whilst the winter months draw on. See how we go. just getting towards the bottom of the pool bank now, shortly. And the cafe is only about 5 minutes away from here. And I'm ready for some lunch. What'll it be? How about a nice fruit scone with some tea, butter and jam? How's that? Well, it looks like the duck pond's well and truly filled up again. All this rain has clearly had an effect. Right, let's get indoors before it starts to rain. Well, that was an absolutely excellent fruit scone with butter and jam and a pot of tea. And what I like about it, about the tea particularly, is that when you get a pot of tea, you always have at least enough for 3 cups. Now that's good value for money. Well done, Leithley Farm Shop. And of course the fruit scone with the butter and jam, perfect, perfect. Now whilst I was there, I took the opportunity to put some leggings on, because I have a feeling this weather's going to turn a bit horrible. Well, as I said earlier, this video is going to be going out the first couple of weeks of December, by which time of course the weather will have turned and there'll be very little riding going on. Cute dog there for the all-year motorcyclist again. I imagine the next video I'll put out after this one will be a review of the year, just a few highlights and bits and pieces from the year, from 2022. And if I can find any, I'll put in a few bloopers and a couple of bits where I maybe got lost. How can you get lost with a sat-nav? How indeed. Red kite up ahead there, just above my head. Don't know if you can see it. Wonderful looking creature.